What is up, YouTube? JLockEmUp here. Today, I'm going to go through 2K, what you should do exactly when you first get the game. You should go to this 2KU, and you should learn everything that 2K has to offer. A lot of times, 2K will make tweaks to the gameplay. You don't want to miss out on anything. I do this every single year. Go through all of these little sections. You can press, I believe, right on the D-pad, and then scroll up or down. And it'll give you all of the controls here. I'm gonna touch through a few points that are new. I might make separate videos, go a little bit more in depth if you guys would like. The first thing that's new here is this shot meter, and that you can use the Pro Stick. So quick rundown how this works is, if you use the Pro Stick with the shot meter, you hold down on the stick and you have to center in your shot, just kind of like how 2K17 works. It is a little bit harder to get your shot in the center. When you hold back on the stick, I've noticed that it does not always start in the center, even if you hold it straight perfectly back. So you need to make adjustments while you're in your shooting motion. And this is more prominent if you are in those less likely to go in spots, lower percentage spots. This is going to be a little bit harder to shoot if you are a lower 3-point rating or if you're in a cold zone. So that is the first portion of it if you use the Pro Stick. The second portion of it is that you can still also time your shot. A few ways you can do this. You can press R2, L2, or you can release your stick to neutral. So you can press down on the stick, center in your shot, and then when the timing is right, click L2, and it adds a little bit extra to your shot. Now, Mike Wang said that this is the best way to shoot. If you do it correctly, you will have the highest 3-point percentage. You get a couple of boosts for lining your shot up. Also, another boost for timing your shot. So for your builds that are not able to shoot very well, this is just for you to do. Also, really for any build, you should be trying to use the shot stick, especially if it's not too hard of a learning curve to learn. If you want to use the square button, that is still available. It will just fill the meter up, kind of like previous years. It looks a little bit different. It's just a swinging bar that goes across the whole meter, and that's kind of how the shooting works this year. I'm excited to see how it works, who's all going to use it. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you're going to be using square, with a meter, without a meter, or if you're going to use this stick. I've noticed that using the stick with timing my shot correctly, it seemed like I got a lot of greens during this, and it seemed like I made a ton of whites. I've seen people use the stick playing a 2K21 early, and the stick seems really good for slashing and finishing in the paint. I've seen people do it and they're making like 30-40% contest pretty easily. And the layups work the same way, sort of. You start a layup, and then once you see the bar, you kind of swing it up to the top, press R2, and it works that way. That's pretty much it for shooting. I'm going to make a more in-depth video about it later on, like, some jump shots you can use with it, if you should use like a slower, faster, and things of that nature, but we can move on. Dribbling is brand new as well. I already have a video that's out. I'll put this link in the description, by the way. With the dribbling, it's pretty simple. You can hold the stick in pretty much any direction besides back. That is what is new, to do extra dribbling moves, and it gives you guys a lot more freedom. A lot of the dribbling from previous 2Ks is back here, so that's really nice to have. You can spam moves up pretty easily, and that's that for dribbling. I will put a link in the description again to show you guys my video. It's a very basic rundown, but it'll get you guys to where you need to be on day one. Scrolling here, there's a few things that are, it's not a whole lot that is new now, but again, go through every single thing, look at it at least once. Something that's really nice is this triple threat. People who play pro-am a lot and on these corner builds, I've noticed a lot of those guys kind of just flick the stick and don't really know what they're doing. So go through all of this, experiment with triple threat styles. I know you can equip them in your career mode. And it's just really nice to kind of give yourself a refresher. I know a lot of people didn't really play 2K towards late in the year. Some people might take months off. So sometimes it's kind of like knocking off the rust and just brushing up on the skills that you have, making sure you know all the controls and keeping yourself aware of what is new. Now passing, there's nothing really new about it at all. There's some controls that a lot of people don't use much, where you can like control the person who's coming to you. You can hold down a button and someone will come to you. You can hold X and then you can still control the passer, the first initial passer, cut to the paint or do whatever. And it's really nice. With the free throw this year, again, the shot meter applies here as well. You can use the pro stick, you can use square, you can use no meter. I know that there is a free throw only option for a meter. For me personally, I think I'm going to go with the meter and use the pro stick this year. I see a ton of people using square, but when you learn this pro stick, I think you're going to be a much more consistent shooter, especially shooting shots that are kind of moving off the dribble, spin shots, all those kind of shot creator-esque shots, post fake, all of that. There's just so many different timings in the game, and if you're able to line up your meter, that's all you have to do. You don't have to worry about timing your shot much. If you do time your shot, great, it's better. But that is what I'm going to do this year. Post moves are generally the same. Most of this stuff is the same this year. The main things is the shooting and the dribbling. Those are the big changes. And dribbling, it seems really good this year. I know a lot of people have been happy about it. I've been happy about it. I can't wait to get on the game and kind of experiment. People who have stick skills this year seem like they're really going to shine when it comes to the dribbling. Seem like the changes they made this year has further increased the skill gap. You know, there's an extra wrinkle to shooting. There's a lot more dribbling that you can do. Now, I know that they said that they added some defensive animations in the game, and it was kind of vague whether or not they are equipable or not. It sounds like that they were. I want to go to the park, try it out, and see what other animations they have in the game. They said that they have increased the skill gap there as well to give you a lot more tools and stopping, you know, those overpowered hop steps, people just kind of rim running and holding square. I think paint defense, from what it sounds like, it's going to be much better and much more skill based, especially with, you know, slashers having the ability to use the stick on these layups. So some of the shorter players might be able to shine better. It's not just like if you don't get a good animation or if you don't dunk on someone, you're just gonna miss. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to be making a lot more content within these next few days. I'm gonna focus on part this year. I'm gonna start with these mycareer videos, get you guys these badge tutorials, how to get to 99 overall as quick as possible. So if you guys enjoyed this, please subscribe, like, throw down a comment if you have any questions. I will answer every single one of them. Appreciate you guys coming down. Until next time, see you later.